imagine your rear end going to the back of the chair and coming up. So we go as much as feels comfortable. If we have the backs of our legs against the chair when we start, that's kind of a good indicator of where we need to be. Hands can be on the thighs. Go as low as you can, then squeeze your booty and push up.
So Jessie, put your feet a little forward so that you have to sit back further. Separate your feet to hip distance. All right, now push your hips back.
And the other thing we want to think about is this. As we're going down, is that knee going in? We want to keep the knee, the toes, and the hip bone lined up with each other, okay? So you can maybe feel, are those knees going in, or are we keeping them out?
And you can sit down
Because
and
if
come
we
back
have
up.
deterioration in our knees, that knee going in may not be the best thing for us.
So you can do sit to stand.
This help when you have
Bring your,
Yeah, you can.
so bring your feet forward.
So go down
And then
as
press
far
through
as
your
till you
heels to
feel
stand
pain.
up.
And the other thing that'll help
And you can
before
press
we
off with
get
your
started,
hands,
if
too.
you've got that,
There you
is
go.
squeeze your thighs. So we make sure that patella bone, that little round, is where it needs to be, because if you're bone on bone, it's shifting around. You know, so if you squeeze the thighs a bit before you go down, that helps. I'm not going to tell you it's going to keep the patella in place, but it's a better chance of it, because I don't know how much deterioration you can do there.
It's completely fine.
Yeah, so it may or may not keep you. We want to think of that butt going way back, way back. One more. Now, coming down, and sit. Good, good. Okay, we're going to do all the strength again. Got time. So, single arm row. Okay, so we're doing the right arm. We're going to let them long through the spine. Left hand is down. We're going to hinge forward at the hip, and we're going to keep that spine straight. Right arm is down by our side. We're going to pull to the hip. So breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, or vice versa. Whatever's more comfortable for you. We're leaning forward a bit because that helps our angle of execution. But you really don't have to. We're just pulling to the hip. And we're almost halfway. We're almost halfway. Is this too easy for anybody? Is this too easy for anybody? Oh, yeah. Because if it is, we want to increase, because you got 2 more. So if you're finishing this set, and you could do 2 more from this, you needed heavier weight. Okay, so then we're going to switch sides. If you want to come up and take a break, you can. Now right forearm on the thigh, we're long through the spine, and we're braced. Pull in nice and tight. Tighten that girdle. Arm to the side. We're going to pull to the hip and come down. Breathe out, breathe in. We're taking our time so that we maintain our posture. Go at your own speed. Breathing out and in. And if anything we're doing is uncomfortable for you, instead of just bearing with it and going with it, let us know. Because guess what? You can do this with a tube. So if this is not the right one for you, we're going to give you something else. Let's do 2 more. Okay. Tighten our tummy and lift ourselves up. Okay, we're going to do that tricep. Didn't work the triceps that time. Okay, so we're leaning forward. We can do 2 or 1. You choose. We're doing 1. Left is down and right is kicking back. So where does the movement come from? Where does the movement come from? Our shoulder? Where does our movement come from? The shoulder? No, it comes from the elbow. So elbow, shoot it out from the elbow and keep from the shoulder And guess what? If you're doing both of them together, you're gonna have to do you're gonna have to do two sets. For those people that only want one at a time. Okay, now we're gonna switch sides. So if you were doing both at once, we're giving you a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna lengthen, hinge forward, and press it back, and bring it up. You know, a couple of reasons why you may only want to do one. If you have issues with your neck, doing one at a time may put a little less pressure on that neck. If you have shoulder issues, doing one at a time might allow you to use a lighter weight on your side that's affected and a heavier weight on the other. So we give you the choice, one or two. And are we squeezing? The back of that arm, squeeze, and then slowly bring it in, keeping it tight. So back, and if you hold it for a little split second, out, hold a second, and bring it in. That's another way you can intensify the work you're doing. Okay, putting it down, going back to our push-ups, and then our bicep curls. Come on, so we can stand. So our push-ups, choose where you're doing your push-up. If that push-up was too easy, if you finish that set and you put it down more, it's time for you to get the big boy box. Yes, big boy box. If you were challenged, then go back to that same one. Okay, so we're lifting up your hip width apart, lifting along the spine. Elbows are down. Lower. So that elbow is even with the torso and push away. Breathing in and breathing out. It's again forward. So think about that low back. Your back behind your waist. You don't want it to get further away from the mirror and then closer. So keep it right where it is. So we're not doing the pelvic tilt.
And the good thing about being close together, hands on this one, is this will really work your triceps too.
And for anybody that maybe has a shoulder issue,
Oh yeah, it is better for your shoulders this
I
way.
mean, if you want to turn your hands like this, that's fine. But we're going to err on the side of caution today. Okay, let's do one more. And then we've got to do our biceps. Give that a second one. Then we'll do some more legs. We got that ball, so we're going to do our inner thighs. So bicep curls. So first thing, feet hip width apart, lengthen long through the spine, and brace. Arms are by our sides. We're bending at the elbow, curl it up, and we stop. If we find that that elbow comes forward, that's where we're going to stop and bring it down. Breathing out and breathing in. The other thing we're going to take a check on is our wrists. We want to watch that we don't turn our wrists like this as we're curling. That's common because that weight is heavy, so it comes up, oh, we're here like this. We don't want to do that. Your wrist is going to be mad at me. It's going to be mad at you. So when you come up, think of it, not really curling in, but it's straight. You want to see, as my wrist getting tired and I'm letting it curl back. And now we're going to turn something like carpal tunnel, you may not want to do this one. So, do what feels good for us. Okay, grabbing that ball. Does anyone not have a ball? Does anyone not have a ball? I think y'all have the heavy balls, the fat balls, balls that got the most air. Okay, so we're going to put it between our knees. Actually, not between the knees, a little in. Okay? And we're going to squeeze in and let it out slow. Squeeze and slowly release. If we want a little more intensity, you squeeze it in and then only let it out a little bit. So if we do this, what happens to the muscle? It stops working. You've got a little break. So try to keep it. Squeeze in, hold, and release a little bit. Squeeze in, hold, release a little bit. How is our spine? How is our core? Nice and tight. How are our shoulders? Back, yes? How is that, Christopher? You working hard enough? You sure? There you go. Okay. Now, we can get that ball, we can sit or we can stand. We're going to throw it up and catch. Throw it up and catch. So, if we want more of a challenge, we stand up. Throw it up and catch. If that's easy for you, guess what we're going to do? Throw it up, clap once and catch. Throw it up, clap once and catch. Throw it up, clap. If that's easy, throw it up, clap twice and catch.
And if that's easy, you can add a squat.
There you go, yeah. So choose which one is going to challenge you. So try the first one. If that's easy, clap once. Because if you're going to clap in there, you're going to have to throw it up higher, yes? Catch that leg alternating. Guess what? We're finished with that. So we're going to take that home and then now catch. Now,
Oops, I'm sorry.
that's okay. Now, throw it up with the right, catch with the left. Throw it up with the left, catch with the right. Some of you might have better balls for catching. Throw it up with the right, catch with the left. Throw it up with the left, catch with the right. Whoa! Now throw with the right, catch with the right. It's like the ball gymnastics in high school, right? Who took the ball gymnastics in high school? Am I the only one?
Ball gymnastics?
Oh, yeah. We had ball gymnastics.
Oh,
And then when you were a senior, you had sports that you could do with your husband. I just thought that was just, you know, they were training us to be married, and I was against that. I'm older. Okay, let's sit down. I think it's time to stretch.
Oh, yeah. Play ball first, get a partner, and we'll do the ball to each other. I'll
Okay.
leave one ball.
Find a partner.
One ball and partner.
Find a partner.
And then I'll be Christopher's partner.
I guess you're stuck with me, Jessica. Come
are
on,
good.
Jessica.
Enemies are
Stand up.
You can take me.
We're gonna throw right in the hook. Yeah, I want you to take your spine and facing each other. I mean, so they should both have to face each other. So we're gonna throw with your right hand.
Throw with your right hand. And how many catches?
Woo! Good job.
Throw with your right hand. That's your left. Switch side. Now throw it back. There you go.
All right, now try to throw with your left hand.
I'm good at this.
Which hand do you throw better with, Jessica, do you think?
This is the high right here. This one, not separate.
Throw it the one that don't do as well. Throw it back.
This one?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Give it a little extra work. There you go, Jeff.
Oh, you got it.
I'm not as good.
This one I can't write with that.
All right, so now it doesn't matter which one you throw it. We're doing hot potato. As fast as you can. You just
Okay,
wanna
you
get
ready?
it.
I'm doing closer. Oh, shoot.
Get ready. Oh!
God, yeah.
Catch bag is not fair.
We were on such a roll. We lost our bag.
Ah, got it. Okay, Jeff, move over a little bit because we don't want to be in front of Christopher. It's always cold.
Oh, it certainly was not cold today.
No, it was not. And I was not prepared. I should have worn a tank top. Now, yes, that is not the instruction. It's throw. Throw, not.
Oh, because I told her it's hot potato, now she won't touch it. You still have to touch it. Because you have to catch it and then get rid of it.
Yeah. There you go. See that? See what you're doing? You're cheating.
I'm not kidding.
You're cheating.
Alright. So
There you
now,
go. Yeah.
so now one of you put your hands behind your back and the other one's a thrower. So one of you's a catcher and one's a thrower. So you have to face each other. So your thrower is going to tell you right hand or left hand. So they're going to throw it to you and you're going to put out your right or left hand.
And just
So,
tell me right or left.
Well, you do it to me, Christopher. So you're going to throw to me and tell me right hand or left hand, and then I have to. Okay.
Okay. Say right or left and then throw it.
Left.
Throw it. You gotta throw it quick because you don't want to give me time to think. Okay? So here's how I'm gonna do it to you. Right.
Right. Get my
And you're
thing.
supposed to catch with the right.
I'm trying.
Or okay, tell right or left and then throw it quick.
Right.
Throw it quick.
Yeah, so there's one catcher, do like 10, and then you'll switch partners. So one catcher is only catching and one thrower is only throwing. And so you can
ready?
do like 10 times and then switch partners. I mean switch catcher and thrower.
Right. There you go. That's fine as long as you touch it. Okay, you ready? Right.
But the catcher always has your hands behind your back. And then you catch with the hand that they tell you to catch with.
Left.
Are you ready?
Alright, so now switch. Alright. Can you catch with your
Left.
hand?
Who's got it?
Can you hit it with the left hand?
But you can still like act like.
Yeah, that way he gets his
Alright.
brain working.
So let's put your hands behind your right. You're always gonna catch with your right, I guess, but you can lead with the left if I tell you to. Alright.
Left.
So
Good.
Alright, so we'll do right.
Behind your
It
back.
doesn't matter what hand you throw back.
Left.
Alright. So right.
This is good.
Left. Right.
Alright. Left.
Good. Left.
Alright.
Very good. Right. Right. You didn't have time to think. Right. Good. That's good.
Come on, got it.
Left.
Oh my God.
You ready?
Yes.
Left. Good.
Right.
I'm not looking at whether you actually catch it.
Then we'll do a couple more, then we need a
pull down.
First thing I'm looking at is do you put the correct hand forward? And then if you catch it, you got extra points. Okay.
That's perfect.
Those long nails.
No, they're short. My mom cut it.
Alright, left. Almost, you at least reach.
Right.
Alright, let's try left.
Left. Right.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Right. Right. Left.
Left.
Right. You're catching it with both.
You said left and right. I think you.
Left.
Left. Right.
We're going to end it with success. Alright. Left.
Left. Left. Both.
Thank you, she throws it to you. It'll work.
I got it.
Alright. You try it. What? You try to throw it to his left and maybe you'll get the winning catch. Oh no! Alright, you try it.
I think I got the ball.
Yeah, we got it! The winning catch. Alright.
Oh, good.
Time to stretch.
Here's your ball. Thank you. I'm gonna do a good work everything.
Good. I'm glad you did. Are you gonna stretch or you want me to stretch? All right, we're gonna sit forward. Extend the right foot forward. We're gonna be careful about our knee now. So we're pulling the toe towards the knee. If we want a little more intensity, so we're feeling a stretch maybe behind the leg, might be all the way down to the heel. We need a little bit more intensity. You can pull, try to get that toe a little closer, or lengthen long through the spine, hinge at the hip. So we're bringing our nipples towards our knees, not our nose. The other thing we can do is keep pulling that toe towards your shin. Push that heel like you're putting the brakes on. Did we feel a little intensification? Now, if that just the beginning stretch was enough for you, it's always stretching just before a point of pain, then we're gonna stop. Okay? Now, can you pull that toe towards my hand? There, oh yeah. Now we're gonna do the same on the other side. So extend that leg. Come forward. Pulling the toe towards the knee or towards the shin till we feel a good stretch back of there. Then, if we need more, we can lean forward. Pull more. We can push up, slam on, put on the brakes, and still pull. that right side, we're gonna cross it over and see if we can pull that knee over to us. Pull that knee to us. Nobody had hip surgery, huh? Other side. Pull that knee towards us. This is a little different. Before we get in here, now we get in here. So we get here, all the way into rear end. stretch.